Hello, this is Craig Damon, the proud executive director of the Florida House Elect Association. And I have the privilege today of having Timothy and Miss Tenise Burroughs-Love with me today. Just to give you a little background about Timothy, Timothy is a senior at American Heritage, defensive tackle and guard number 5. Got a chance to see him at the Broward County Media Day a few weeks ago. Seeing me get a chance to talk to you at that point, Timothy, but then got to meet you last Saturday at the football game in American Heritage. So uh, just wanted to thank you for you two coming on today and the opportunity to sit down and chat with you a little bit. So, Timothy, can you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Um, what can I say about myself? Um,
He's really
I'm
funny.
17 years old. Um, I'm a born leader. I'm a funny guy.
Okay.
I like to eat.
Like D, those are all great things. I know been with American Heritage for a few years, and just tell me about some of the expectations that the team has for this upcoming season.
We all about winning. That's the standard at the school. You can see how many guys we put in the NFL. That's come from like winning. Everybody, even with Coach Mike, he always praised us like winning and our future and everything like that.
Good.
So that's about.
Okay. And of course, being a former head football coach, I understand the importance of the off season during the summer. So, was there anything special that you did as an individual or the team did to prepare for this upcoming season?
I had to lead the team, lead the guys. Every time I see somebody down, I tell them get up. Just being a natural born leader that I am.
Good.
We
And
learned from your mama. It's not natural born. So,
yeah, of course, Miss Denise had a lot to do with that. But as a leader, it's people look at what you do. So I've heard again great things from the staff at American Heritage about the examples that you set on and off the field. Talk to me about the classroom a little bit because I hear you have some offers out there for college, and I know those offers don't come unless you have the grades and stuff in the classroom. So share a little bit about the classroom side.
Like I put maximum effort in everything I do. If it's on the field or off the field, you know, I go 100 in the classroom. I'm even a leader in the classroom. I got teammates in the class with me. They doing something wrong. I'm gonna tell them to really like got to do better and everything like that. I just really love just putting all my effort into everything I do.
And
That was just my pride.
yep, completely understand that. Last year was my first year as executive director of the association. Had the experience of coming down to Fort Lauderdale, Dry Pink Stadium, and seeing probably one of the best high school football games that I've ever witnessed when American Heritage and Miami Central played for the state championship. I know you were part of that team. Game probably didn't go exactly the way you guys wanted to go, but can you share a little bit about that feeling of playing state championship game in Fort Lauderdale in Broward County, where you live at, and in Dry Pink Stadium in front of a huge crowd that night?
I feel like that's what really drove me this summer. Uh, the 23, we lost 27 seniors last year. It really hurt. So like after the game, I was crying a lot. I ain't crying a long time. And then like that really just pushed me throughout the whole off season to lead the guys. So like we got to come back stronger this year.
And Mr. Denise, I know you probably was in the stands cheering him on at that game back in December. What did it feel like you watching your son participate out on the field?
well, I was really paying attention to Fletcher and Fletcher We Trust, number 4. So, and I'm listen, um, kudos, but most definitely it was an exciting moment. Tim is my third seed. I like to refer him as the final edition. So I'm a consultant to 2 and a parent to 1. I still have to parent to him. But I'm overall it's a team effort, and probably some of the players can let you know I'll get on them. I get on them. Tim, I get on them all. So do your thing and be your best and do your best and give your best, no matter what it is.
Good. It sounds like you that team mom that everybody want to come to your house, or, after practice or after games and be around you. So definitely can feel the love and saw the love on Saturday when I was there at American Heritage for the game. So I know you're very well respected on campus and probably with the team and so forth. Tim, quick question, some funny stuff about you. I know as a former athlete, there were things that were particular on game day. There were certain foods that I tried to eat. There was certain music that I listened to. I had to hit my routine. So for you on game day, what's your routine on a game day?
My routine is eating the pregame meal. That's pasta from quarter that the team get from me, that the school give us. The pasta, I go back upstairs. I stretch real good. I get Coach Spiva to roll me out. That's an offensive line coach to roll me out every game. And, I make sure I get me a prayer in before we go out and on the field as we going out. And, that's about it. Just getting myself mentally prepared for the game and physically.
Do you have any favorite song or hype song?
I like to listen to G Herbo. A lot of G Herbo, so to get me pumped up and everything. So,
okay. And again, as a senior leader, student athlete that's getting ready to head off to college, what advice do you give to the young players on the team or to middle school students in your neighborhood or in your area that look up to you as a role model? What advice would you give to those students?
I would say keep going, keep pushing. Like no matter, because there's a lot of people that go through a lot in this world, like especially young kids now. A lot of people dealing with depression and everything like that, mental illness and stuff. So I just want to tell everybody just like keep going and keep pushing, even look at what I'm going through. I know God got me, so I'm gonna keep on pushing. I know everything gonna be all right.
Good. Mom, now we get a chance to talk with Mom a little bit now. So, Mom, I've been told by the American Heritage family about your family and specifically your ability to put a smile on people's face. Tell me about what does that mean about you putting a smile on the face of folks around the community and on campus?
Well, I feel to understand your purpose, and then I'm most definitely God fearing and just trying to understand life. And then with understanding life and understanding your purpose in life, and I think most of us want to know, like, what is our purpose in life, So, and for me, I feel I've been tested and to know that my purpose is to help people, no matter how big, no matter how small, it's just to help. And then long as I'm helping someone, whether my son's outside extended, even to put that smile on the person's face, it's job well done. So I go out to accomplish, to make sure I'm doing, I don't preach religion or promote religion or whatever, but most definitely you see it through me. And then that's my walk to, Lord, let your shine flow through me to someone want to stop and question me. Hey, what you got going on? I don't necessarily have to speak on how good he is. It's just through my living. You can see it's amplified. And then even walking testimony. So, we're attached. And then most definitely where this is a moment of transparency. So the next day, and I'm still kind of like off on the days, but to hear Tim say to me, he's, I'm a joker as well. So you guys, big time, I was like, boy, as soon as Tim get, back healthy, once I knew it was going to be okay anyway. And I was like, I'm going to ask him, did you see the light? And us older people would know, Carolyn and the light, don't go to the light, Carolyn. So he wouldn't understand the light question, but the fact that I asked him, I was like, did you see the light, and then because I'm also questioning, I just buried my father, my pillar a couple months ago. So I'm like, well, did you see grandpa? And then this actually happened. Timothy is named after my baby brother, who is now deceased. And his birthday was the 18th. Wow. So I'm saying to myself, and that was the day. I'm like, did you see Tim? And Tim tell you, go back. This is my day. This is my party. You got to go back. So to actually, he was sitting in a chair. And then, so I'm like, this is and I have no filter, by the way. But this is the opportunity. I said, well, let me ask him. So I'm like, Tim, and he's like looking kind of out. So I said, Tim, well, I gotta ask you. And then he was like, yes, Mom. And I said, well, did you see the light? So he said, no, Mom, I didn't see the light, but I did have a conversation with God. So I'm like I'm paused, but he's going. So he's like, Mom, it was me and God, and he told me to go back. And then I told him I couldn't. And then he said, I felt them shock me, and he told me to go back. And then as he continued, and he said, Mom, I always believed in God, but then now I know that God is real because he gave me a second chance. And then I'm at peace with this. And I mean, it took my all to stop from bawling, but because I'm the tough mom and tough love, but it was just touching. And then even to be able to, as a parent, and that's what I do, I parent. I don't force, I parent my kids, I guide them, I let them make their decisions. And I just advise them of their choices. So to be able to look at him, even my other two, and everything else, and it's to hear other people even compliment them is just like a job well done, Mom, to me. A lot of people tell me all the time, you've done an excellent job, but it's just to see my worth is what's rewarding.
Wow. Very, very powerful. I will share with you too. I've been drawn to Tim and your story because I can relate to it. December 25th, 1976. I lived with my grandparents, and our house caught on fire, and grandmother, aunt, they received burns like I did too as well. But I stopped breathing and had to be resuscitated by my 12-year-old cousin. So back then there wasn't an AED, there wasn't the electrical shocks, but my cousin performed CPR that brought me back. So I can testify to you guys and give you an account of what it's like to have a second chance at life, because I've experienced that personally myself. So again, thank you for sharing that. I was not going to ask, but I'm glad you brought that up so I could share that. Tim, I've also been to that moment. I don't remember seeing a light. I don't remember having a conversation. I was 7 at the time, but have been in your shoes to an extent of having to be resuscitated, and can say that that's something that we share in common. Mom, tell me about Tim. Tell me about the Tim, because Tim said he's a little bit about himself. Tell me about your baby Tim. What is Tim really like? Around the house, in the community. That probably a little shy to say, but I know you say that you will definitely tell it like it is. Tell me about your boy Tim.
Well, Tim most definitely, with them all, Tim was my different seed, I would say. So most definitely, they're all born leaders because I led. So that's all they most definitely know. But just hilarious, just funny, and then most definitely he loves pizza. And then I tell him all the time he's gonna turn into a pizza. And then you don't have to ask Tim what you want to eat. We already know is number one pizza. If you let him choose dinner, pizza. So, but very, very smart, intelligent, and then, but at the same time too, I'm gonna say he is kind of quiet, but that quiet but deadly. And because I'm saying with that, because he's taken in, and then to actually hear him talk and everything else, it's sometimes mind blowing. Like, wait a minute, kid, you was paying attention. I wasn't just talking; you was actually paying attention. But just funny. And even the little big brother, because he always inspired, I'm gonna be better than my brothers, because he had big brothers to lead the way. But he always, I'm gonna be better than them, because I'm like, you want to do this? Nope, I'm gonna be better than them. Okay. I get it. Okay. But and also he always thought he was in charge. He thought he was in charge as the little brother. But yes. But just mannerable, respectable. Just I'm honored to be their mother. A great, great, great set of boys.
Good. So tell me about those 5 offers that you have. Have you decided where you're going to college yet? Or if that's not a decision you're ready to make now, that's perfectly fine. But you can share me some schools that are on your list, possibly.
I haven't decided yet, so.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I can wait just like everybody else until you make your announcement, and we'll see where your college future will end up at. But again, just Mom or Tim, is there anything else that you guys would like to share with us before we close out? I just want to tell you, I thank you for coming on and, being all energetic on here and sharing your passion. I could feel the leader from both of you just hearing this conversation. And again, the outpouring that I saw on Saturday at American Heritage told me the type people that you are. So that's why I was so adamant about getting the two of you on and having you on my little talk show that we're starting here or trying to get going, just so folks that have been asking and wondering about Timothy or didn't know about Timothy Burroughs now know a little bit more about Timothy Burroughs and a little bit more about his situation, but I could not pass up the opportunity to have the two of you on here, and just thank you from the bottom of my heart for, again, coming on and sharing and being a part of today's show.
Well, most definitely, thank you. We thank you most for the opportunity. We hopefully we can encourage someone else as they go through. Just most definitely take one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time, and then just push forward. Like no matter what, just push forward. And it could always be worse, so just push forward. No matter what's ahead of you, just look at the positive side of things. Life is gonna life, so we're gonna let life, but we're gonna party while we're lifing. We're gonna enjoy it.
Yes, ma'am. Take that lemon and make Kool-Aid lemonade out of it, correct?
Kool-Aid lemonade flavor, extra sugar. And then I do have to say, so one of Tim's first when he came out of the little trauma situation, and this the kid that he is. I've never missed a football game, and I've never missed a football game. And then the one game that I did miss, I was at the Beyonce concert. So and that was the first thing he said to me. He was just like, wait, you're supposed to be at the Beyonce concert, and then he was, oh, Mom, I'm so sorry that you're missing it. And I'm like, he was like, well, you still got time. You can go back. And I'm like, no, we're more important. But I wanted to express like even that caring part, like he more so, we put others first. And then knowing most definitely we're going to be fine and well as well. But even him leading, like we just make sure you put others first, because there's plenty of room at the top. So if I got to give you that push to get there, because I know without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to be at the top. So if I have to encourage you to push you to get there, I will. I'll take that step back.
Again, thank you guys for coming on board. Timothy, I wish you the best of luck. And Ms. Tenise, you continue to be the great leader in the community, in your home that you've been over the years. And again, congratulations and thank you for what you have done with your young men to help make them productive citizens in our communities.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Again, thank you all for joining in to our show today. Look forward to bringing forth another student athlete, coach, or athletic director next week.
Have a good one.